Hey guys, Dantix here. So new to Starfield is the ability to decorate the interior of your ships, but with that comes a ton of questions. Will what I invest my time in actually save? What will happen to my stored items or items on my mannequins if I swap ships or delete parts? Do I have a build limit? What options do I have? Can I move around ladders? Can I decorate the starborn ship? What's the future of shipbuilding? So I set out to answer all of these questions, as well as give you a tour of what you can do with just the basics. First, if you actually want to build a ship, I have a few guides out. The Planet Espresso, the perfect ship, has been extremely popular with over 1 million views. Guide in the description below. If you want a ship that has no build requirements, the Ultimate Fighter, it's below as well. I recommend building them though with the new empty Hab modules, so you can decorate the interiors yourself. If that's why you're here, that is. So like mentioned, every shipbuilder will have empty versions of their Habs. These simply have no furniture and no items inside them, so you have more room to mess around. You see here, I removed the existing Hab of the base Dagger starship and placed 2 empty Habs. If we look inside, you can see it retains the shape of the Hab. So a captain's quarters, for example, will still be shaped like one, but it won't have the bed or other furniture inside. After a bit of decorating, it's starting to look good. Note that you can cram all of the crafting tables you need into one Hab very easily, as I demonstrated. So you can build a tiny 1 Hab ship and still have everything you need, unlike before. Just quickly, if you haven't already subscribed, it helps me out a lot, and I know you secretly want to. Also be sure to check out my Twitter at DantixOfficial for some huge competitions coming up soon. Alright, back to it. So take note that there are no empty 1x1 Habs as of right now, but there are empty 2x1 and 3x1 Habs, as well as the much larger sizes. You don't need empty Habs to decorate, but it certainly gives you more space with less mucking around. Now, how do you decorate? Unlike shipbuilding, you don't need to be at a shipyard or your outpost. Instead, you want to be inside your ship, either find the option in the cockpit or use your scanner and press decorate. Note that decorating your ship requires resources rather than credits, so you have to use crafting, iron and aluminium being the most important for crafting benches. You have options to place 6 crafting stations: the industrial workbench, the cooking station, the pharmaceutical lab, the weapons workbench, spacesuit workbench, and research lab. These are all the crafting stations you'll need in the game, so really your ship will be a one-stop shop. The next tab has furniture. Don't forget that each item can have multiple versions, like the chair has 35 different types to scroll between. Then we have decorations. You might need to move these around and play to get them sitting just right. Then we have options for display. These are all decorations that display the items that you can have on your person. For example, put down a mannequin and equip it with gear, and it will wear it, displaying that piece for you. If you found a gun you like the look of, you can put it on a weapon rack. The miscellaneous section will house random things over the course of your game, but the main thing is the bounty boards. Put these in your ship and you'll always be stocked up with quests. Now in terms of where you can place decorations, it's anywhere, even outside of empty Habs. In the 1x1 Habs, you can place things even in the cockpit. I decided I needed a dartboard in my field of vision to remind me that after working hard, I should play hard. I also have a painting of Sam Coe in my peripheral, so during a particularly hard dogfight, I can look over in order to get the strength I need to push on. Which then reminded me I need easy access to coffee. Yes, you can place decorations in a way to block you from getting in the seat, and no, you shouldn't. I tested decorating on the starborn ship and it works well. Everything you place in decorate mode saves. It's now forever on that ship. Also note that if there is a decoration limit, I've yet to reach it. Normally if there's some kind of restriction, there'll be a bar that fills to say you have reached the maximum allocated space. In this case, nothing of the sort exists, so you're only limited by the resources you have. You might be wondering, okay, I put in all this hard work and I hung up all my cool spacesuits and weapons, as well as loaded up my storage containers. What will happen if I change ships? Well, the answer is simple: nothing. Thankfully, everything stored there stays there. If you have a storage container, it is unique to that ship and your stuff will remain on that ship. If it's in the cargo storage, however, that's very different and it will change ship with you. Items on your displays, like your mannequins, will remain on the ship, so you needn't worry about everything being thrown in your inventory or the cargo storage or being lost forever. However, what will happen if you delete the Hab with all the stuff inside it, with your mannequins and your storage chest? Well, that's a different story. The items that were on your mannequin go straight back into your inventory. The rest, however, goes into your cargo. That includes the weapon you stored in your storage chest. In conclusion, deleting a Hab with your stuff in it is not advised, but if you do it, you won't lose your items. they go into your inventory or your cargo. If you change ships, everything you saved on your original ship will remain there and will not be lost to the void or transfer over into the next ship's cargo. All the hard work decorating will not be lost. Now, the biggest question I had, and I'm sure many of you had, is can you finally move around ladders? The answer is a short and bitter no. Sorry, you'll still have to play around inside the ship builder, putting on windows and weapon plates to try and shift the ladders around, or you can just follow my perfect ship guide for the ladderless 2-story ship. I have a strong feeling that shipbuilding is getting an overhaul in the Shattered Sky expansion, and this is just preparation for that. The expansion will bring with it more parts, that much is all but confirmed, but some most requested features are the ability to move around ladders, to save designs without committing to the build, to have access to all parts in the designer, to increase ship size limits, and so on. With mod support given out to select creators and the creation kit on its way, we can expect a ton of decorating options from the community as well. I honestly think Starfield has the most amount of potential when it comes to mods than any other Bethesda game yet. So I understand if you don't want to stick around beyond this point, as I probably answered all of your questions, but now I'm going to give you a quick example of what you can do. This is right at the start of New Game Plus with very little resources. This is also without placing any collectibles down like coffee cups and food items, which you can do to really make the ship feel like your home. So I put all the crafting stations within the bridge of the Starborn Guardian, just so you got everything close at hand. Also, when you get your companions, this is right inside the game, so I don't have any companions with me, they will be sitting next to you while you're flying, which actually looks pretty damn cool. I could have put stuff on the glass here, but I just wanted maximum amount of vision while you're flying around. Then you can see I haven't put coffee cups or anything like that down, so it's not as beautiful as it could be. So we have the armory section here with all the spacesuits and weapons, and then downstairs is crew quarters just for them to sleep, so it doesn't need to look beautiful. Then we have the captain quarters up here for you and your partner, and a little bit of a scenic view out on the balcony here. Let's jump on down. And we make our way over to the kitchen where we can make some delicious snacks. Upstairs, we can watch TV, eat with our friends, play darts, sit out here as well for the view, or go downstairs when nature calls. Toilet there. As much privacy as you could possibly give in a ship like this. And that's everything. If you want to make something look gorgeous, you absolutely can. It's completely based on how much time you put into this. So what do you think? Did I answer all your questions? Let me know below. Do all the typical YouTube stuff to keep me floating peacefully in space like a good bender. Thanks for watching, and for everything RPG, you're in the right place. Ciao friends.